We know the truth now here. This is a mound in ancient Tatarian. Look at the front door, the way it's built. Let's keep going. Now, look at the triangle style front door and the stone masonry going inside of the mound. This is the first concept of Tatarian style architecture. Let's keep going. Look at the inside of the mound. Beautiful stone masonry.
Yeah, so kind of funny that people actually take the historical advice from this clown that's on this panel when it comes to this guy coming on and calling these artifacts Tatarian. So people actually take their time to actually watch videos of this clown spreading misinformation on the internet, and that is just sad to be honest. But when it comes to a lot of these claims that this guy made in this video, like it's so wrong, and I'm gonna be pretty much doing like a whole session basically debunking this buffoon and what he was saying and labeling. But it was labeling this relic as a quote unquote ancient Tatarian artifact. Yeah, so the artifact that he was showing on the video that's quote unquote labeling as Tatarian artifacts, this is what you call the Melik Shemensky mound. So this was basically found in Ukraine. Understand? It's a mound found in the regions of Ukraine. So this is not a Tatarian artifact. So he was calling this a Tatarian artifact. I'm going to show you why you labeling this as a Tatarian artifact clearly shows that you know nothing about history as a person. Yeah, so we're going to start debunking him when it comes to him calling that artifact, which is the Melik Shemensky mound, or quote unquote Tatarian artifact. So when it comes to Tatarian, so Tatarian is a pseudo-science civilization created by a white man of a quote unquote ancient civilization in the regions of Tataria, basically in that region. So it's a civilization estimated to be around the 18th and 19th century. So the Tatarian civilization was created as a pseudo-science theory to basically create a fictional story about the quote-unquote civilization in the 18th century. As you can see, this mound, the Melik Shemensky mound, as you can see, when archaeologists have done research on that mound, the mound dates back to the 4th century BC. So that predates the so-called ancient pseudo-science made-up Tatarian civilization that was created in the 18th century of a so-called hidden civilization that was existing during the 18th century. This mound predates that, as you can see. Again, the mounds date back to the 4th century, as you can see. So when he kept on labeling that doorstep as a triangle, that's not a triangle, Goofy. That is a cone, man. It's a cone. It's not a triangle. Yeah, this is going to be debunking the idea of people saying that because the current theory of this quote-unquote mound, the Melik Shemensky mound, being from ancient Tataria. So this basically information that debunks the idea of this mound having any ties to Tataria, as you can see. So when it comes to the Melensky Shemensky mounds, again, it's called the Scythians. The people that built this mound were the Scythians people. They have no ties to that region in Russia or in the Tatarian region. As you can see, again, the mound dates back to the 4th century BC, and are archaeology, and culturally Scythians. You can see Scythian are nomadic Iranian people. Again, Iranian people. When it comes to the people in Tataria, that refers to the regions in Russia, Siberia, and Turkey. The Iranians that created that mound, they did not come from that region. So therefore, it cannot be a Tatarian quote-unquote civilization. As you can see, the Scythians are nomadic Iranian people documented extensively by Herodotus, ancient Greeks, and modern historians. As you can see, artifacts that have been found in the mounds, which has no ties to the Tatarian people, which when it comes to that region that the Europeans call Tatarian in Siberia, as you can see, artifacts found in the mound, including the Greek pottery, the Scythian weapons, and gold jewelry, all aligned with the well-known Scythian, again, Iranian people, the Scythian burial customs. There is no evidence of any single advanced or unknown technology that has non-inconsistent with the Scythian tombs in that region. So as you can see, number two, Tataria is a civilization that what never existed. Key point, pay attention. Tataria is a civilization. Again, we don't know the truth. Take some education, little bro. Again, Tataria is a civilization that never existed. Again, Tataria or Tatara was a European cache term of old maps in regions like Central and North Asia. Again, when it comes to the people that built that mound, as we said, they come from Iran. They were Scythians, the ones that built the mounds in that region. They literally came from outside the regions that the Europeans called Tataria. So therefore, it cannot be the Tatarians building the mound, as you can see. So the Tatarian civilization is a common known conspiracy theory created by this white team. So when it comes to these quote unquote pretendians saying that, hey, the white team are trying to erase their history, the creator of this idea of this ancient Tatarian civilization is from a white team man called James W. Lee or White man that created the idea. As you can see, the Tatarian civilization encompasses the now known world from from today, Russia, China to Africa. So again, the man that created the so-called pretendian black civilization. He said that the United States Capitol building is coming from left-off architecture from the ancient Tatarians. But fun fact, the United States Capitol building, it predates ancient Tataria. So when it comes to Tataria, most historians label it as the 18th century. So when it comes to that time, it's kind of a similar time of the same time. When it comes to the United States Capitol, it was built in the 18th century. So the United States, the history of the United States Capitol building began in 1793. So again, the same 18th century. So how could the ancient Tatarian civilization in the 18th century be influencing the same capital getting built in the 18th century? Like I said, there's no archaeological evidence or any modern history of any archaeological literature of the Tatarian civilization. We got to start spreading misinformation on the internet. It's sad that we have black people. That's what Ashimo them said, that they come out there claiming YT created pseudoscience empires like Tatarians. Again,